Good morning, everyone. This is Thomas Bowes, chairman of the Johnson County Master Gardeners Russell Farm Committee, and I'm going to do a walkthrough of the vineyard, let you know how it's doing, what we're doing. Right now, what you're looking at is where we're going to be planting the blackberries tomorrow. This is June 20th, 2024, and tomorrow and Saturday we have work days to plant the blackberries, and hopefully we'll get enough people we can get them all in tomorrow and have Saturday off. So I'm going to continue the walkthrough here, and hopefully it doesn't stop filming on me like it did the last two times. I'm not a very professional videographer, or whatever you call them. Here's the end vine in the 6th row. This is towards the north. You can see the vine. Let me get a close up on the fruit. It's got a couple little good clusters of fruit. Should be good picking in the later on this summer. Look at those clusters. And then here's one that we managed to save, come up from the trunk. And this spring, the same with this one. Actually, I think it came up last year, and this one actually has a little bit of fruit that got set on it. Look at that. Isn't that amazing? Got a little bit of fruit set on that sucker. And then over here, here's another one that we were able to, that came up as a surprise to us as we were trimming things up and getting it ready to mulch and all. And here's these last two vines in this row. They're close together. Show you a little bit of the vine itself, and then I'm going to focus in on the fruit. This has got a little bit of fruit on it. Look at that. That looks pretty good, pretty healthy. Hope they'll come out. This one here has got some fruit coming off of it too. There's the fruit there. Show you, back up and show you the whole vine. And focus back in on the fruit on the other side. Look at that. Look at that fruit in there. And up under here, look at that. Isn't that beautiful? Look at all that good fruit in there. That's awesome. And now I'm gonna skip over because this 5th row only has one plant. And I'll take it from this side, and then we'll go down, and the other row has only got 2 plants, so we're going to do 2 rows at once down here. Here's the lone plant on this row coming up to it. The trunk died over the winter. I don't know whether it was drought stress plus the early freeze that we got, but we just haven't gotten the trunk cut yet, but the vine's kind of attached itself to it, so we're just going to leave it for a while here and then probably take it off later on. It doesn't have any fruit on it, but it's a pretty new plant. Here's a new one here that came up, surprised us from the trunk, and another one that surprised us from the trunk. Hopefully we'll get some fruit next year out of it. Hopefully it'll grow up, start getting big and tall. And now here's the last one in this row, in this 5th row, or the first one if you're going from west to east. And it's got some pretty good amount of fruit in there. This has got, Michael Cook, if you're watching this, can you tell me what's wrong with this fruit? I can't really find out exactly what's going on. I don't know if it's anthracnosis or what, but some of the fruit is real healthy, and some of it's got those little black spots on it, as you can see. So, me being a brand new at this, I can sure use some good advice from people out there that know their grapevines. I'm not claiming I know everything. We got some good instruction from Michael Cook. And I've bought a book put out by Texas A&M AgriLife, and I've been studying it, trying to figure out what I can figure out in growing these grapes. This is my first full year of actually being involved in this. I was here last summer during the drought, trying to keep them alive by watering the individual plants. Look at all these grapes on this plant. Let me back up and show you the whole vine. This is like 3 vines in a row here, kind of growing together a little bit. We separated them some so that they have room. But look at all the fruit on this. Look at that. Look through there. Look at that other side, that fruit on the other side there. And look at this fruit here. My goodness. This is a canner's dream. Someone's going to be doing some serious canning this year. Or serious winemaking, whichever is your forte. And this one here, this is the other vine. It's loaded. This is the second vine, the middle vine. I guess there's 3 in this bunch. This has got a bunch of fruit too. Look at that fruit. Just look at that. Look at all that fruit in there. Some of it you probably can't see because it's all covered up. I missed some cleaning up some of these leaves somehow. I'm going to pull the leaves away so that it has room, they have room to breathe and avoid fruit rot, mildew and stuff like that. Get that air flowing through there. Look at that. Look at that one over there. That is just a beautiful plant. Here's the 3rd one in the row. Look at the fruit on it. Let me back up and show you the whole plant. There we go. I'll hone in on the fruit. Look at that. You can see it from through the other side there. Isn't that beautiful? Look at that. Good, healthy looking fruit. Hope the birds save us some this year. They did last year. We got pretty good crop last year, from what I understand, even though I wasn't in on the picking. But I heard they got quite a bit and they did some canning. Here's another one. Let me back up and show you the whole plant. There's like 3, 4 in a row here. And I'll get closer to show you the fruit. Look at that fruit. Just look at it. Look at all that juicy fruit. There's fruit everywhere. And here's this last vine in this, or middle vine, second vine in this group of 4. Fairly new vine, not a lot of fruit, actually no fruit on it at all, but hopefully we can nurture it into some good health and next year be nice and healthy and give us fruit. Same with this one here. It's a Lamato, so I'm not sure if it's a late fruit setter or what, but it's looking pretty good. I'm gonna nurture it too. Hopefully get some fruit next year. Here's another new vine we got training up. This one's the same thing. It's got a little clump of fruit here and there, but not much more. Oh, back over here. See, there's some more fruit in there. You can see in through there. Get this leaf out of the way so they can breathe. Little grape caught in the leaf, caught in a hole in the leaf. Shows you what the wind will do around here. Okay, then we go to the next clump of 4. 5 actually. Here's this one here, and you're gonna be mouth watering of this one. Look at all that fruit on it. Good gracious. Get up close and show you the fruit. Some good shots of the fruit. Look at that fruit. Just look at it. Oh my goodness, just look at all that beautiful fruit. Isn't that amazing? Just look at it. And this one, kind of skimpy. Got one little cluster. It's struggling, but it's doing its thing. Got a branch that's going the wrong way. But in the fall, when we do our, or in the spring when we do our winter pruning, we'll set it right, get things growing the right way, train them properly. Another one. This one doesn't have any fruit on it either. Here's the fourth one in this row. Lots of leaves, no fruit. Is it a late setter or what? And then there's this one, and it's got some purple fruit on it. It says it's a Lamato, but there's something wrong with this fruit. Michael, if you can get back with me and tell me what that is, I'd sure appreciate it. What I need to do I need to cut those clumps off, or is it just birds and bugs, or what? Now I'm going to cross over to the second row over here. And here's the last one in the second row. Getting close to fruit. This one is loaded with fruit as well. Just look at all that fruit in through there. On the other side, underneath it. Just look at it. Now there's some serious canning material, isn't it? Look at all this fruit. And here's the next one. Give you a good view of the vine. Get up close. This one is loaded with fruit. My goodness, look at that. Look at that on both sides, all over the place. My hand's a little shaky, I apologize, but I hope you can see well enough to see just how much fruit this thing has. How luscious it's going to be. That, the fruit that the birds and the insects will leave for us, hopefully. And we can do some serious canning. Just look at those clumps. Oh my gosh. That's beautiful. Now we come up to this next row, or next bush. There's two together here. And this one's got a fair amount of fruits on it. Show you the plant. Then we'll zoom in on the fruit. Look at that fruit there. Look at all that fruit in there. Small clusters, but there's a bunch of them. And here's some from the other side. As you can see, there we go. Several different clusters, different places. And then this next one here, this champanelle, it's got some fruit on it too. Not a whole lot, but it's doing okay. And let me back off and show you the whole vine. Otherwise, looks pretty darn healthy to me, but who am I? I'm just brand new at this. And here's the next one. This is a group of two. You can probably see the fruit fruit in there already, but let me get up close and show you the close-ups of them. My goodness, look at all that fruit. Just look at that. Isn't that beautiful? Look at that fruit. And here's the other vine. Get back and show you it. It's loaded with clusters of grapes as well. Oh my goodness. It's a canner's nightmare. Canner's dream. Winemaker's dream nightmare. No, it's not a nightmare unless you hate canning. Look at that. Oh my goodness. Pam, your canning class is going to do great this year. I do believe. Let me see if I can show you that one cluster there. For some reason I'm not seeing it in there. It is. There's those clusters there. Back off and show you the vine from a different angle. And this is the last one in this row, in this second row. I'll back off and show you the whole vine here. Comes all the way down here. This has got some pretty good fruit. Not a whole bunch, but enough to fill your mouth up pretty good a few times. It looks like there's some more fruit is starting to set on it as well. It kind of looks like there's some little buds in there. Here's some underneath here. Some inside here. A few little tiny clusters. And then we go to the last row of our video, the first row in the vine, the most southerly row, the vineyard, the most southerly row. And here we come up, here's a group of 4 or 5 together. Show you these sets here. Come in close. This one had a lot of air roots growing on it. We're not sure why. We looked it up and it says there's really nothing wrong with it. But a couple leaves that got stuck in there when we trimmed. Now here's the second vine in the row. Look at all the grapes on it. Oh my goodness, look at that. Just look at all those scrumptious grapes. Can you see those through there? Look at those inside there. On the other side over there, big old clump. Some clumps here. Nice, good, juicy looking clumps. Look at that. Just look at those clumps there. But then on this side, there's nothing there. Now here's the third one in our row. The light's kind of washing some of it out, but get up close to the fruit here. Quite a bit of fruit inside there. Over on the other side over there, you can see some fruit through the leaves. A little bit of fruit here, fruit right there. This one's on this next vine here. This vine right here. Look at this fruit here. Just look at that. Look at all that fruit in there. In through there. Down under here. Over here. All in here. My mouth is watering already. Oh my goodness, just look at that. Look at all that fruit. This one here is showing a little bit of the black spot as well on a couple of the fruit. I hope it was just from all the heavy rain we had and the leaves were all up in it and didn't have any air circulation. I hope that's all it is, but I'm sure Michael will let me know if there's something that needs to be done or not. Look at that fruit. And then here's the fifth one in the row. Got a little bit of fruit in there. Back off here, it kind of got touched by the frost and the drought. Tiny bit of fruit, but at least there's hope. Here's another one we saved that we didn't know we had. And there's this one here. Same kind of thing. Part of the trunk died, but there was some shoots coming off it, so we saved them. Got set a little bit of fruit, not a lot, but there's hope. And here's another one that was saved. Come up off the trunk last year. And we're training it this year. And then the last one in the vineyard. And here we go. Back off, give you a good view of it. It's got some good fruit on it too. Just take a look at that. Take a look at that fruit in there. Isn't that scrumptious? Right there's a cluster. Bunch of clusters over here. Look at that. That is going to be so good. And that's our video. I'm Thomas Bose, signing off. Hope you enjoyed it. Look forward to any comments, any advice, any help you can give us. Have a good day. Bye-bye.